Well, we're living here in Allentown, and they're closing all the factories down. Out in Bethlehem, they're killing time, filling our forms, standing in line. Well, our fathers fought the Second World War, spent their weekends on the Jersey Shore. Met our mothers in the USO, lost in the dance with the slow. And we're living here in Allentown.
Good morning and welcome to Radio News Hour. CEO of the Patriot Trading Group. Welcome to Thursday. In a final day here at the mothership, the KHNC studios. I'll be hopping on an airplane and heading back down to Phoenix, but we'll be. I'll be here about 2 o'clock. About 2 o'clock today. I know people want to come in and say hello. Can't thank you all enough. It's been a great trip. I'll be back. I'll be back. Won't be as long this time. Now that the COVID thing is in itself down. We're planning another return here. I'll be returning with Bradley Dean, on June 28th. So if you want to mark that down in your calendars, that's the next time I'll be up here. It's been a fantastic trip. Met so many great people. It's so funny. Some people, they've been buying gold from Patriot for 25 years. And actually met two of them for the first time. So it's always good to put a face to the voice, and can't, it's why we're so much different than everybody else out there. We have hundreds and thousands of customers that have been customers of ours for 25 years, 20 years, 15 years, 10 years. Usually once you find us, you just stop going anywhere else, because we treat you with honesty and respect. We treat you fairly every single time. We don't play games. We don't have time for it. We don't have the staff to play games. So anyway, I want to thank everybody. It was a great trip. A lot of great things happening. Tomorrow we're going to be inputting all kinds of new spots. We got a bunch of new advertisers. We got a bunch of new shows coming. And it just keeps getting better and better out there. Our sales guys are out there right now, pounding the streets. So if you want to get in while the rates are still good, call us here, 970-587-5003. Of course, this is the Patriot Radio News Hour. Our toll-free number at Patriot, 800-951-0592. The website, allamericangold.com. And, yesterday, I got to thank my customers, because it's always hard. You travel, and, you're in the hotel, the bed's not the same, and you're just not comfortable. You don't sleep that well. I have a super, super hard mattress at home. As firm as possible. The mattress at the hotel I was at was like the exact opposite. And man, I'm going to tell you, I have slept like crap, just to put it mildly. I was telling Jason yesterday, I'm so exhausted, and yet I just couldn't go to sleep. And then last night, I'm not kidding, it's already 10 o'clock. And I know, like, whoa, 10 o'clock. Believe me, 10 o'clock's like way past my bedtime. And it dawns on me, wait a minute. I can't tell you how many listeners and customers that use our CBD products to help them sleep. I don't use it for that. I take my CBD in the morning because it just helps with my inflammation. I'm older. I've got all the war wounds, the sports injuries. So I got a lot of inflammation, and that's what I take it for. The CBD helps me with my inflammation. I can go play a round of golf and not have to pop 20 Advils. I can play pickleball. I can go bowling. But I take it in the day when I wake up, when I get ready to leave for work. So I get out of bed and I say, all right, and I get, and I've got the 3,000 milligram tincture, and I do what I always do. I just give the dropper a squeeze, and it fills it up like about halfway. And I just put it under my tongue. I go back into my bed, and I'm waiting. I've got the TV on just for noise, and I'm not kidding you. Within 15 minutes, TV's off. I'm out. And I didn't get up again until about 3 o'clock, which I'm always up at 3 o'clock because I got to go pee. So, I blame it on that stupid commercial. So anyway, thank you to the listeners. Listen, try them out. It will help you. I don't care if you got inflammation. Maybe you just got a lot on your mind and you're getting kind of stressed out, or if you're looking for, you don't sleep well. So many different things. The retinol cream, if you want to look like a Kardashian, obviously, I should go by Joe Kardashian. I was being what was it called? What's it called? Web stream, live stream, whatever it was. I was on that. Am I on it now? Kinda, a little bit. Jack's like giving me things. I don't know. Anyway, go to 1360 KHNC, hit the shopping cart button. Remember, put KHNC in the promo code box. Save $5 on the order. If you haven't tried it, give them a shot. I know it can help you. I told the story about my son, who, by the way, I'm so proud. My older son, he's working at Northwestern Mutual. This is week 2. He's in the office. He's making phone calls and helping people out, getting the other side. I help you out with your gold and silver. My kid's helping you out with the rest of your portfolio, the insurance and all those other things. But he's a football player, like both of my kids are. But right before he came to watch my younger son graduate, his shoulder popped out while he was lifting. And there's been a lot of information in there. He used my lotion and just loved it. Thought it was the best thing. 1360 KHNC, hit the shopping cart button. Don't forget the promo code. When we get back, gold rallying again. Don't touch that dial.
Be careful when you're dealing with a conspiracy theorist. You may end up with a whole lot more truth than you're used to handling. This has been a public service announcement from KHNC.
The Federal Reserve is in control of our money, but lately control is the last word you would use to describe the Fed. Emergency rate cuts, huge increases in their balance sheet, the constant blowing of bubbles and boom and bust cycles that just leave most of us busted. I'm Joe Jaquin, owner of the Patriot Trading Group, and we have been protecting people's wealth for almost 25 years. Stop playing the Fed's game and get your wealth protected. Call us at 800-951-0592 or visit our website at allamericangold.com.
Power surges and lightning bolts can cause damage to your electronic devices. A EMP attack can fry everything, leaving everyone looking like the Flintstones. But don't let that happen. Go to EMPshield.com and enter KHNC in the promo code box. EMP Shield can keep you secure and running when no one else can. American-made electronic protection. Again, put KHNC box. EMP Shield.com.
This is Chad Yarmer, pastor from the Altar Church, 1630 North College Ave in Fort Collins. I'd like to invite you to join us this Sunday at 10 a.m. as we worship Jesus. Join us as we journey together to be equipped to fulfill our kingdom purpose through the truth of God's Word and the power of the Holy Spirit. You'll experience authentic worship and a faith-filled message where the Holy Spirit is welcome and everyone is family. Find out more at our webpage, thealtarfc.com. That's thealtarfc.com.
I told you so.
We here at KHNC are looking for new conspiracy theories because all the old ones have become fact. This has been a public service announcement from KHNC.
Take the children and yourself and hide out in the cellar. By now the fighting will be close at hand.
800-951-0592. Little Birdie said that we're streaming on the Patriot YouTube channel. Wow. I don't know. I can't keep up, but I'm somewhere out there. Just go try to find me. 800-951-0592. I don't know where to start. We had jobless claims today. They were a little lower. I mean, but there's still a lot of problems. There without a doubt. Weekly jobless claims 444,000 filed for unemployment for the very first time. I wonder how many of those were people that said, okay, you know what, I'll go back to work. Went back to work and then got themselves out of work real quick. You know, I don't know. Just seems like with 8 million job openings, how can we have 444,000 people looking for work? That was better. Yeah, I mean, better. Last week, it was 478. Still, you know, that's still 200 plus thousand a week too many. But the bigger problem, 16 million people still on the extra unemployment claims. Let's see. We'll watch this over the next couple of weeks, because I'll be very interested to see. Most of the Republican states have said, okay, you know what? We're not going to give you the extra $300 unless you meet certain criteria. Where in the blue states, you're unemployed, you get it no matter what. So it'd be interesting. We should start seeing the effect of that in next week's data and definitely in the weeks after. So we'll pay attention to that. How about this one? You want to defund the police? Do you think that we should just allow for the law and order to be thrown to the wayside? How about this one? According to the San Francisco Chronicle, and I've got a lot of friends in the Northern California area, a lot. They all tell me the same thing. No one even goes to San Francisco anymore. If you live there, you're like, yeah, there's no, pass. Walgreens has announced they are closing 17 locations and are shuttering their doors in San Francisco entirely now. And they said that the reason why is they're blaming Proposition 47, which lowered penalties for thefts of under $950 and sparked a dramatic increase in shoplifting across their stores. Listen, right? You know what they want. Hey, Walgreens, listen, just let these people go in and take what they want. And this is so funny. They're still saying this is happening. And think about all the checks we're sending. I mean, in California, you can make $1,000 a week not going to work. Still too expensive. You still got to go shoplift at the Walgreens. They're saying that professional shoplifters, homeless people, and drug addicts are allowed to easily work the system and steal items under the threshold from store to store without penalty. Walgreens called the situation out of control. People are scared to even go in their stores, seniors, people with disability, children. It's just everywhere. And they show these videos. These guys just jumping over the counter and taking whatever they want. The cost of business and shoplifting is staggering. Walgreens said as they closed 17 stores, they said they still have 53 stores open around the area, but are going to close more of them before the end of the year. Thefts at Walgreens in the city are 4 times the average of other stores across the country. The pharmacy chain says it spends 35 times more on security guards in the city than anywhere else in the country. Wow. Wow. Well, this is what it gets you, right? Look at every city that's defunded the police. Can we stop the madness yet? Can we? Is it possible? Listen, just like I tell you, we cannot just keep printing money out of thin air and expect nothing bad to happen. And it's happening again. How about this one's, it's getting bad. You know, yesterday I told you about farmers now. You know, everything's high tech, right? Every new, I don't care, every new combine, every new tractor, every new tiller, every new piece of equipment. I mean, it's got electrical components. It's computerized. And now all of the man from Deere and Case and all these others are saying, listen, get ready. We don't have any tractors. We don't have any combines. Today it was Ford. Ford's already went to pretty much half capacity. Well, guess what? It's gotten a lot worse. Ford Motors says it's going to halt or cut production at 8 North American plants. And they said from June, and they don't know how long. This is the bad part. Due to the ongoing shortage of chips in the semiconductor industry, affected vehicles. Now, this is the part that gets scary. The Ford Mustang, the Ford Escape. You're like, okay, yeah, those are. How about this one? This is where Ford makes all of its money. The F-150. No more trucks. Could you imagine? What do you think that's going to do? What do you think a used F-150 is doing today right now? Probably everyone's used F-150 probably just jumped up another $1,000, and by the end of June, probably going to be another $4,000. How about this? Remember the new Bronco? Which, by the way, have you seen the new Bronco? I've seen very few of them out there. Probably because they can't make any. They're shutting production down, saying we don't have the chips. Our team continues to make the most of the available semiconductor allocation. Oh, see, there's that word, allocation. Remember earlier last year when we first started having supply issues like with Silver Eagles, and I would say, well, we're on an allocation, right? That's when the bullion banks would say, hey, this is how many cases you can have this week. You know what comes after allocation? You don't get any. That's what comes next. They're saying they're trying to find unique solutions. Apparently, they're not working. I wonder what that's going to cost. How many jobs is that going to affect? The Chicago assembly plant in Illinois will go down the week of May 31st and will operate on a very reduced schedule on June the 7th. Flat Rock assembly plant in Michigan, same story. Dearborn truck plants in Michigan and Kansas City. Truck line will be down not only for the week of May 31st, the week of June the 7th, will operate on a significantly reduced schedule June 14th. The Hermosillo plant in Mexico will shut down completely the weeks of June 21st and June 28th. Wow. The Louisville plant in Kentucky. Wow, listen to this. It's going to be down from May 31st through mid-July, which includes an already scheduled summer shutdown period. So think about this. I don't know which vehicle they make at the Louisville plant, but Ford just said, hey, listen, we're just shutting down for the next month and a half at best. Oakville Assembly Complex in Canada will be down May 31st through June 28th. The Ohio Assembly plant, I don't mean to laugh. Wow, this is where, so on this one, they're only going to produce the Super Duty chassis and medium duty trucks. That's it. Now, I don't know which one. They aren't saying what ones aren't being produced, but you kind of get the picture. No, just think about what that does. Because listen, General Motors is going to make that announcement any day now, right? Toyota is going to make that announcement. Honda, Nissan, right? They're all going to be making these announcements. Which means what? The price of these vehicles, and already I was talking, matter of fact, I was talking to one of the car guys here. He's picking up product yesterday. And he was laughing. He goes, Joe, you're so right. There's nothing out there. Everything is selling for 5, 10, 15,000 above sticker. And now used prices, they're already at all-time record highs. They're going to get a lot higher. They're going to get a lot higher. But we're not done. Shipping containers, which are already at all-time record highs. One, what do I want to say? Container ship of crude oil, just to give you a perspective, now cost $200,000 to deliver. So think about the price of crude. You're like, okay, well, we got $65 for the barrel, but then you got to wait a minute. We got to get the barrel there. I mean, now that's another $200,000. The containers. They thought that container prices peaked at about 4,000. They went to 5,000. Then they went to 6,000. They're now at 10,000 and still rising. They're saying that a price of coal in China was about $125 per ton, and the producer break even was 60, meaning the transportation cost to get the coal cost more than than it was to actually get the coal. Wow. Is about $40,000 a day. They're saying freight rates would need to rise 7 times to around 300,000 per day before the economics are completely destroyed by freight costs. So there you go. We got a little room. See, this is the problem. Right? We're like, oh my gosh, look how much it is. But then they say, hey, don't worry. It can go all the way to 300,000. Now at 300,000, okay, then it's all over. I'll keep you posted. I mean, this article goes on and on. The cost of delivering iron ore. $150. Well, that was at the beginning of the week. It's now $200 a ton. They're saying to produce a ton of iron ore, okay? Get it out of the ground, produce it, $30 to $40. It costs 5 times more to ship it now. And that's in Brazil. By the way, Australia, it's about $50. Yeah. We got a long way to go on this inflation thing. Patriot Radio News Hour. How much does your portfolio weigh? I'm going to help you add a little weight to that when we get back.
The globalists say resistance is futile. Will you choose to accept your slavery or declare your liberty? Find out how on Pac-Man and the Rev, Saturdays from 1 to 2. Sometimes the truth hurts.
No people will tamely surrender their liberties, nor can be easily subdued when knowledge is diffused and virtue is preserved. Conversely, ignorant and debauched in their manners, they will sink under their own power. Samuel
Thanks for listening to my from 7 to 9 a.m. Have you heard how much KHNC, the roar of the Rockies, is grown? Got a new lineup, big signal, and rapidly growing audience. So, if you own a business and would like to reach a conservative, patriotic Northern Colorado audience in a very my buddies, my friends at KHNC, 970-587-5003, or email them at 5003. Tell them Brian Kilmeade sent you.
Don't take no for an answer on your purchase or refinance loan. The Town Group is a family business of 3 sisters who all now live in our community. No into yes since the big hair days of the 80s. If you're tired of being told no or tired of renting, call Melissa. Owner for what you're paying in rent. Give Melissa 5 minutes to listen to your story. And turn no into yes. Melissa will be there in person at your closing. Make it a yes day for your purchase or refinance. Call 844-THINK-YES before interest rates move, or go to think-yes.com. Or yes, or go to think-yes.com.
Town Group at United Mortgage. NMLS number 1713687. Subject to credit approval. Some
your Medicare licensed agent here in Northern Colorado. I want to thank you for your continued support. I'm looking forward to many more years serving you. I cannot stress enough. If you are getting me at 970-413-4939. If you have other insurance needs, such as life, dental, heart stroke, call me at 939. Again, for Medicare needs, call me. 970
Saturday morning from 7 to 8 a.m. right here on Team 68.
you didn't eat nothing if you couldn't make it with your own two hands. He was backwards, use words like no sir, yes ma'am, by God be done.
We're back, Patriot Radio News Hour. That was pretty cool. We just had a couple of customers. You know what I love the best is when our existing customers bring in new customers. And that happens here all the time. And that only happens when you do things the right way. And here was the best part. These were younger guys. I mean, these guys were I don't know their exact age, but I'm thinking